Hello and welcome to another edition of Ultimate ARK free DLC version. And today we are going to we're going to tame a griffin. This is the story of griffin taming today. And I'm just going to let you know up front, mistakes were made. It's always more exciting when mistakes are made though, isn't it? But these weren't good mistakes. I'll just let you know that. I mean, I don't know how entertaining. You can let me know in the comments or give a like if you, at the end, if you're entertained. But yeah, we're going to go for a griffin today because we're going to get up into some better taming. At least that's my plan. And I'm going to need something that I can shoot off the back of. And griffins are exactly that. And I'm here in the Griffin Trench. We're back on Crystal Isle, of course. Fjordur does have griffins, but I thought I might get a better selection here on Crystal Isle. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just every time I go through this trench. There's lots of griffins, and you can see we got a few here. We got a level 60 and a 55 or 50, maybe a couple level 60s. So we're going to peer off into there and see what we can find. There's a level 95, which is not bad. I think that will be the one that we'll go for. So as I hop off, I'm going to take a few shots with my tranks, but fair warning, I am too far away. So there's always stuff in this griffin trench besides griffins that I'm going to have to deal with, but that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go down there and get him. So that's the first, I don't know if I call that a mistake, but yeah, trying to shoot off here. Wasting trank darts, that's a mistake. Alright, so we're going to come down in here. And right away, we're going to go ahead and deal with these raptors because we don't need them getting involved. And as we're in here, you can see the feathers flying around from all the griffins, just kicking up feathers and dust. All right, we got to find the one that we want. First of all, we want the level 95. There he is. Get it separated from the rest. Alright, and I make sure that my net gun is in the hot bar, but see if you can spot my mistake. That was my first mistake, the first of many, my friends. Here I am wasting more trank darts because I'm not close enough. Here we go. Finally, we're close enough. Whip out that net gun, and I forgot to load it. Yeah, that happened. So we're going to go ahead, and by that time, we got two griffins. The level 20 decided to get involved, which does not go well for him. That didn't have the shotgun loaded, but that's okay. We got him taken care of. All right, now I start feeding tranks into this griffin, and I see that the torpor is not going up very fast. It's not going to be fast enough, and that net's going to release, and we are in trouble. Take a look at that lower right-hand corner, and you will see what trouble I am in. My health is very low. I am listening to my own heartbeat. Those of you who have played ARK know exactly what that sound is. He's hitting pretty hard. He's hitting 94 at this point. So I need to head home. I was ill-prepared. So I'm going to go back to base, pick up some things, regain my health, and come back, hopefully, better prepared. So here I am back in the Wyvern Trench after picking up some things and making some things in my base. Alright, I don't see my griffin in there, and there he is up there molesting some of the wildlife, which is okay. That's good. He's separate from the other ones. That means that they won't have to be getting involved. So I load up my tranks and get a gate ready. I am going to trap this thing. That is the idea. So now we have our net loaded. Got him netted. Let's get the trap down. And then we will be able to trank him at our leisure. Alright, I got 3 gates down. I'm going to go ahead and put the doors on. And right away, there's a big gap there. There's another mistake, my friends. So I'm trying to fit this last gate in. I'm trying to get it down. And the net is going to release. And I release the gate, which is too close to the back one. You see that where I put that gate. It was useless, basically. So, another mistake. There's another one. I don't know why I am wasting a net on that thing. I have no idea. I am just in... I am totally discombobulated at this point. But I know that I'm going to head back to base, and he's aggroed on the trap, and that's kind of a good thing. He's not damaging the trap at all. So this is why it's so hard to trap griffins. If you look at how he goes in a circle like that, he circles around whatever he's after. It's just hard to deal with griffins. That's one thing that makes them hard to deal with. So I go back home. I get a couple more gates and come back to find the griffin still aggroed on the trap. That's good news. And so we're going to go ahead and get that gate down. Get this trap completed. There we go. All right. So now we'll go out here, see if we can get him in the trap. And tranking him as we go. Some of those trank darts will hit, some of them will miss. And we get a comical display here of S+ doors opening and closing. And so that was, I guess that was a mistake too, one that I finally catch on to and switch over my gates to manual. And while I'm doing that, the griffin slips in. He is trapped. Woohoo! Alright, let's go ahead and feed him those trank darts. Alright, we got him a little over halfway. Pouring the trank darts in and click no ammo. You see it at the top of the screen. I have used up all my trank darts. Yes, mistakes were made, my friends. All of those wasted trank darts. I didn't make enough. I was not prepared. So, time to go home and make some trank darts. So, the next cut is going to cut out about half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour of grinding, of spoiling meat, gathering narco berries, making narcotics, eventually putting down 2 of the mortar and pestles so I can make them faster. Yeah. It took a while but I finally got enough narcotics. I think I probably got, I don't see how many I got in the hold, but I've got more than enough, especially since his torpor is still up, over half. So at least I got that going for him. So we're going to go ahead and knock this turkey out, finally. There we go. One more. All right, one more. One more. And there it is. We got him. So you can go ahead and put some meat in his inventory. And I hear this squeal while I'm doing this. And I'm like, all right, that's it. And you see the telltale tale of the Pego. I don't know if he hit my tame or not. He was sounded like he was, but he was definitely after me. And the hunter became the hunted. That's why we got these shotguns. So I'm going to go ahead and take the gate out of my slot and put the hatchet in there so I can never have enough hide. I never let hide go to waste. Very rarely. Alright, so we got him taming in there. I'm looking to see what his favorite foods are. I don't have kibble. And I hadn't seen any sheep around to give him mutton. But I do think we might be able to get him some prime. Right there. Mr. Parasaur. And it's a level 55, which isn't terrible high. But you kind of see that the tropical wyvern is not a real fighter. Of course, I'd rather have a lightning wyvern. Who wouldn't? Who would rather have a lightning wyvern? But you got to work with what you got. And Teach has been a good mount here. It has gotten me where I wanted to go. And we got our prime. So we're going to go ahead and stick that into the Griffin and tame that baby out. Tame that bad boy. Bad girl. Bad it. Since Griffins don't really have a sex. It can be whatever sex I want it to be. How about that? However I decide to identify it. Because it's mine. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tame that bad boy up. It'll be a boy. I'm just saying. And now we will pod up Teach, our crystal wyvern, and jump on the back of our new Griffin. Yeah, we can turn the taming tracker off now. Don't need that. And let's see what this bad boy can do. Didn't eat a lot of that prime meat. Let's see if we can get some of that back in time to cook it. Kind of looking at the stats. The stats aren't terrible. Most of the points went into weight, which isn't the best. I wish you would have put more into stamina. Because really, the Griffin. What can I say about it? A lot of people rave about it, but there are so many better tames in this game than the Griffin. The wyvern beats it on speed and stamina. Look, I'm having to stop repeatedly and get stamina. Of course, a lot of people like the Maywing. I really personally like the Rock Drake. You can shoot off that as well. But that is the major thing about the Griffin. If I wanted to tame that Quetzal, I could shoot it with my net gun off the back of it. And that's probably the biggest boon of the Griffin, is being able to tame Quetzals. Which at the moment, I'm not terribly interested in, but I may change my mind later. Maybe if I get a good saddle in one of these drops, maybe I'll decide to tame myself a Quetzal. But yeah, I'm not impressed with the Griffin as a flyer. He can't pick anything up, and the stamina is terrible, and the speed is terrible. But that right there, the ability to shoot off its back, that's what makes the Griffin a worthwhile tame, and that's why I tamed it, because I wanted something that I could do that with. But anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite flyer is, or if you're a fan of the Griffin, let me know. Thanks, and catch you on the next one.